My name is Vanessa, and this is my story.
My name is Armando Ortega.
My name is Sarah.
My name is Brad.
Mi nombre es Andrés Alexis.
My name's Fredo.
My name is Tomiko, and this is my story. Well, I was very young, and I just remember her being there one day, and then the next day she was not there. I believe I was around 4 years old. No one ever sat me down and said, this is what happened. Here's the story, here's the situation. And so for a long time that left a void in my heart. My mom was a nurse, and one day my older sister, she got up and she got me something to eat, and she was like, man, there's something strange, my mom's not here. And so she just, maybe, she just went to work, so I'm not going to go to school today. So my mother's job called the house, and my sister answered the phone, and they said, your mom didn't come into work today. Is there anything going on? And it made my sister really scared. They did not find her body at all. They had no trace of her body. They found her remains, identified her by her dental records years later, about 4 or 5 years later, at the county dump. If she opened the door for someone and it was late at night, she knew the person, because my mom is not very trusting. So it's someone that she knew. The house was still clean. Her clothes were laid out for the next day. So she opened the door knowing this person, So it's frustrating, because it's like the person personally knew her. How she was killed, I don't know. I just know it was ruled as a homicide. She was a writer. She was a poet. She had so much that she wanted to do. That's what she came here for, and someone took it from her. My mom was a singer. It's so funny because I wasn't in her life. She wasn't in my life very long. I did hear a song that she recorded, and it was like on the old 44 album, the Little Small albums. So I used to play that album over and over all day, as loud as the stereo would go. But it's like, that's all that I had of her, to even hear her voice, it's like, that's all that I had of her. It was a cheesy song. That's the crazy thing. It was like, oh my gosh, this song is cheesy. It goes, on Monday, I was so happy. On Tuesday, I was so gay. And on Wednesday, we walked down the aisle. And on Thursday, honeymoon and smile. It's cheesy. And she just goes through the days of the week, and it just say, and on Sunday is a lover's Sunday. It says, oh yes, please Lord, I want to thank you. It's crazy. That's the first time I sang that song in years. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I remember it.
Okay, so I went to university and I signed up. Why? I don't know. But I signed up to these, this is like Wesleyan in the outdoors. Wesleyan's where I went to. And it was an orientation outdoors, so you're gonna go camping and get to know each other before you go to university and start off and blah, blah, blah. And one day, we really bonded. But what happened was that in the middle of it, I was joking and I said, yeah, I used to be a part of Menudo. Just to give myself a I'm from Puerto Rico, and everyone's like, oh, you're from Puerto Rico. Oh my God, Menudo's from there. And I'm like, yeah, I used to be a part of it. And they're like, nah. And so immediately I would be like, yeah, I used to wear those really tight pants. And one time, when I left, they were asking us to wear little airplane underwear with the tight pants. And I thought I had enough. So I leave, right? And just, no way. So suddenly I start hearing trickles. It's like, oh my God, are you the guy from Menudo? No. And I was like, yeah. And I was liking all the attention. So that I went back to the university. And when I got to the university, one day I was in the bathroom stall. And just to keep the little momentum, the little gossip going, I wrote on the wall and I said, did you know that there's a guy here from Menudo. His name is Andres Fernandez. And that just gave me a little boost right there, because about 2 weeks later, a friend of mine, close friend of mine, they're like, did you know they're writing about you in the bathroom stall? Oh my God. Everyone's like, you know, talking about me, about the Menudo guy. 1988. No, wait, 1989. So it was kind of like after Ricky Martin, you know, actually, Ricky Martin had been there 4 years prior. So it was just when he was about to leave, or he left. Yeah.
Well, he personally called me on my cell phone, and I was at the mall. And he was like, hey, Vanessa? And I was like, yeah, who's this? He's like, oh, it's Justin. I hope you don't mind that I got your number. And I was like, no. And he's like, there's actually, I wanted you to come in and listen to one of the songs that I want you to get on. And I was like, what? No way. So yeah, I was so excited. I was actually in the fitting room at the mall, and I was like yelling, and people probably thought I was crazy, but I didn't care. I was just so excited because it was like a dream come true. And then I brought my parents along with me, and we met somewhere in Hollywood. I totally forgot where. My mom's like, oh yeah, my daughter loves NSYNC. Oh my gosh, she has your pictures all over her wall. And I was like, I just have a calendar, you know? But yeah, I couldn't recover after that because my mom made a big ordeal about it, and he knew that I was probably lying, so. I go to the studio, and I'm thinking the producer's gonna be there, which is Pharrell, but he wasn't there, so Justin was there. And I was like, so who's gonna produce the track? He's like, I am. So I get into the booth, and then I'm like, well, how do you want me to sing it? He's like, well, you're like in a club, and you meet this guy, and you know, just play around. So I did it like a whole bunch of different ways, and what you hear on the radio and on the CDs, what came out. It goes, talk to me, boy. Talk to me, boy. Talk to me, boy. Talk to me, boy. I came to dance with you. Came to romance with you. And I'll take a chance if love is here on the floor. Okay.